Hi everybody, welcome back to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can learn the Hardpoint map rotations, specifically on the map Grazna Raid, but you can use this technique to learn map rotations for any of the multiplayer maps. I will be doing videos about the other ones. Also, it's a really good technique for learning the call-out names for the places on the map. You know, when you hear your teammates call out enemy at the trenches or enemy on the scaffolding, that sort of stuff. You probably know quite a few of those, but some of them you might not know, and if they're a hard point, this will help you learn that. So without further ado, what you want to do is jump into a private match, go to a local game. I just want to check my weapons. Yeah, cool. And then you want to create a local game. Game setup mode, obviously Hardpoint map. This one we're going to be doing, excuse me, Grazna Raid. And then what I need you to do, make sure you haven't got any bots, and go into the game rules, and we're going to set the time limit for 10 minutes. And then we're going to go into advance. We're going to come down to here, and initial activation delay time, we're going to get rid of that, so that the hardpoints are activated straight away. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn the zone lifetime down to 30 seconds, so the hardpoints are going to change every 30 seconds. And in essence, what we're going to do for the first rotation, we're going to go with the hardpoints, and then for the next rotation, we're going to practice going to the next hardpoint before the other hardpoint has finished. Now, what I want you to do as well is grab a pen or a pencil or your phone, or if you buy your PC, open up a text document so you can record this, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell you the rotations for Grazna Raid. Now when you go to websites for lots of this stuff, they'll just give you like 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm going to tell you what it's going to say on the screen, and I think what the narrator will call out every time. So the way it works is, as soon as we start the game, we're going to be going to trenches, then it goes to hotel, then it goes to the blue building, then it's going to go to the garage, then it's sometimes I think that's called tyre shop in the game, then it's going to go to Laundromat, and then it's going to go back to trenches. So normally what will happen is you'll have, I think it's a minute or 30 seconds or something like that before you can capture the first hard point, and then it's a minute on each hard point. So start at trenches, go to hotel, then it goes to blue building, then garage, then Laundromat, and then back to trenches. Right, so let's dive in. Now there's no enemies in this, so we don't need to worry about that. It's just a case of getting that muscle memory in place, because the way that Hardpoint works is, the way that you score the points that go towards the victory is for every second that you're on the hardpoint or your teammates are on the hardpoint, you earn a point. So if you've got 5 teammates on the hardpoint for 5 seconds, you get 25 points. If you've got 1 teammate on the hardpoint for 25 seconds, you would get 5 times 25. So if you have 5 teammates, let's do this, on the hardpoint for 5 seconds, you would get 25 points. If you had 5 teammates, if you had 1 teammate on the hardpoint for 5 seconds, you'd only get 5 points. And that's why hardpoint can be incredibly exciting, because as long as you get all your teammates on the hardpoint, so this is trench, you can pull back massive deficits. So the next one is hotel, which is over there. Let's just wait for it. You can see the blue markers are that's the bits of the hardpoint. Right, so here we go. So the next one's called hotel, and you can see at the top of the screen it tells us how long till the next hardpoint. Now normally it would be a minute, so we're having to rush around, but we've made the hardpoint time really short, just so you can get used to it. So a good point here is normally defend here. Now the next one is blue building, which is kind of over in that direction. There we go. Blue building. Now the loadout I'm using is the M4. I mean, you use the assault rifle or submachine gun that works best for you. Trophy system I think is very good. Smokes to defend, smokes so that when you attack captured hardpoint, Good. So the next one is garage.
Next hardpoint. Let's go.
And I'd enjoy using the sticky grenade, because if the hardpoints had been captured, you can throw a sticky grenade in and it will stay in the hardpoint. It won't roll off somewhere else, or if it might even stick to someone. And of course the trophy system is for defending hardpoints. You know, so you throw it down, and as they're throwing grenades in, the trophy system will destroy them. Smokes, incendiaries, rocket launchers, even cruise missiles that will take out. Right, the next one is Laundromat.
Next hardpoint. Let's go.
Which is over here. If you want to spice this practice up a little bit, you could add a couple of bots in so you could shoot them on the way. But the main thing is just getting it in your head, the rotation of the maps. Because there's quite a lot of tactics in Hardpoint, and the fact that you've got to sort of, well, when do you leave the hardpoint in order to capture the next one? So the next one, we're going to go back to trenches. So I'm going to leave fast. I'm going to leave before this one finishes.
Next hardpoint. Let's go.
So here we go. So it'll be trenches. So let's say I'm playing like Point Man, and we've captured the hardpoint, or it's you know, we can't get hold of it. So the next one we're going to go there first is hotel, which is this one down here.
Stand by to move.
See if I can get there before it changes. So we go. So we got a hotel. Now the next one is, before it changes, the next one is the blue house. So let's head on over here. And simply having this foreknowledge of where the next hardpoint can be is so important in this game. Means you can get ahead of everybody else. And remember, you don't have to capture the hardpoint, you know. So we're in the hotel. So the next one is garage. So let's start heading to that one. You can shoot the enemies as they're coming towards the hardpoint and prevent them from attacking your teammates who are already on the hardpoint, especially at the beginning of the game. Right, so we're in the garage. So again, trophy system down. Right.
Get ready, we're about to move.
I've got quite ahead of the game here, haven't I? So, but you see, you know, if I knew this, so I'd be like, right, okay, defending this. Hardpoint changes. I'm already here, and I'm maximising the points that, you know, that my team can hold. Now remember as well is you don't earn any points on the hardpoint, or the enemy doesn't earn any points on the hardpoint when it's contested. So let's imagine this hardpoint up here was contested. Right, what I would do is I would approach a little bit more stealthy, but I would smoke it, and I would kind of get in a corner and contest it, and just try and stay alive. Because you're stopping the enemies scoring any points, even if there's 5 of them and only 1 of you. So the next one after Laundromat is we're back to trenches.
Get ready, we're about to move.
So again, so I get into position. Another tactic you can always use is what we've talked about being the point man, so leaving first, so the next one is hotel. There's also the idea of being the rear guard, so that, you know, when this hard point, so let's say I'm here and I'm defending it, or maybe I'm defending it from back here, stopping enemies, because people get very focused on what the target is and don't forget to look around, because if it's this hard point, the enemies are going to be spawning over there or there or there or there, or coming over here. But what I could do is I could be the last person on this hard point, and instead of legging it to the next hard point, which is hotel over there, I could be right, let's wait a couple of seconds, because we know the enemies are all going to be spawning depending on where my friends are. You know, say the enemies are spawning over here, I could then cut through this area, and instead of heading straight to the hard point, I could, you know, post up here and shoot them as they're trying to get to the hard point. So the next one after hotel is the blue building. So again over here I could come across, I could get up into that building there, or I could just post, say they had captured the hard point and we'd already captured that one, I could post up here ready for them coming from hotel to blue building over there. And the spawns work in a similar way to TDM and domination, but if you just keep the rule of thumb, the enemies are going to spawn.
Hardpoint secured.
The enemy's going to spawn where your teammate aren't. It's always the good. So next one after blue building is garage.
Hardpoint. Let's go.
So across we go, and this might seem a little bit repetitive, but as I say, simply knowing the place where the next hardpoint is going to spawn is such an advantage. It means you can get there first, you can make that tactical decision how to deny the enemy.
Stand by to move.
How you can deny the enemy hardpoints. And as I say, just bear in mind that scoring system is so important. It doesn't matter if they're capturing most of the hardpoints if they've only got one person on the hardpoint, because they'll only be scoring 1 point for every second that they're on the hardpoint. Whereas if you can get all of your teammates, all 6 of you, on that hardpoint, you know, for 10 seconds, that's 60 points. You know, all of a sudden you're back in the lead again. So let's come out of this
Stand by to move.
game. So again, just to repeat it once again, the hardpoint rotations on Grazna Raid are trenches, hotel, blue building, garage, laundromat, and then back to trenches, and it just keeps on following that that routine. Now, before we go, obviously you can do that for every single map. I just want to talk a little bit about weapons. I know we did it in the video a little bit. So, in terms of loadout, again, I would recommend carrying a smoke grenade for capturing hardpoints. I think the Semtex is cool for throwing, for capturing hardpoints. You know, you throw it in, and it will stick in the hardpoint, and people will get, if they're staying on the hardpoint, they're going to get damaged by that Semtex, or they're going to have to move out of the hardpoint, and then you get in, and then you contest the hardpoint to stop them. Getting points. Weapon, again, it's up to you. I would, whatever you want, you know, whatever your favourite weapon is. Close quarters, you do a lot of that in this game, unless you say, for example, you're not being like a spearhead or being a rear guard. Maybe you're being like a slayer, you know, just staying away from the hardpoints but killing the enemies as they're trying to get to the hardpoints. Maybe, you know, you could have something like the FAL or a sniper rifle or an LMG to lock down areas so the enemies can't get to them. The secondary you'll notice is my rocket launchers. Now, rocket launchers are obviously good for shooting down UAVs and personal radars and VTOLs and all that sort of stuff, but they're also really good at firing into captured hardpoints, and the splash damage will kill people. Field upgrades, again, we said I think the trophy system is the best one if you're the one who's going to be capturing and defending hardpoints, because you can throw it in, and trust me, enemies throw loads of grenades and smoke grenades and incendiaries and try and bring down cruise missiles on top of you, and the trophy system will defend you from that, and it's a fast recharging one. And kill streaks, now generally I go with my standard kill streaks, which are the personal radar, the care package, and the cruise missile. I love using the care package because you don't know what you're going to get. You know, you get some really strong kill streaks from it, or sometimes you get personal radars and UAVs and that sort of stuff. However, you may want to consider for Hardpoint, because obviously to use a care package you've got to go away from the action, throw your smoke grenade down, well, throw the care package smoke grenade down, pick it up, and then action the care package. You may want to consider swapping the care package for the sentry gun if you find you're able to get these kills in a row, you know, these 7 kills in a row, because the sentry gun coupled with the trophy system is a very powerful tool to use when you know which hardpoint is coming next. So I was playing Hardpoint last night on Grazna Raid, for example, and so when I knew it was going to, when we were in the laundromat, and I knew it was going to go back to trenches, I ran to the trenches, and I'd got a sentry gun from a care package, and I mounted it above the trenches, sort of towards the out of bounds area, and I put the trophy system next to it, with the idea that as the enemies were trying to fire rockets to destroy my sentry gun, or throw grenades at it to destroy my sentry gun, the trophy system was defending the auto sentry gun. The sentry gun was killing all of them trying to capture the hard point. It enabled me just to kind of keep my head down in the trenches and score I got quite a few points for that one as well. So maybe consider that one. The catch obviously is that you have to get those 7 kills in a row to get that sentry gun. So if you find yourself getting 7 kills in a row and getting at least 1 sentry gun per game, then I'd say it's probably worth doing it. If you don't, go back to the care package, because you could get sentry guns anyway. You could get Wilsons, you could get VTOLs, you could get chopper gunners, all that sort of good stuff. Alright, anyway, hopefully this video has been useful. Look out for more Hardpoint rotation map guides coming pretty soon. If you've got any questions about Modern Warfare 2019, please put them in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.